I would like for each one of you to imagine behind me a large blank canvas. Each one of you was born with a large blank canvas, as a large blank canvas. So I want to acknowledge the work that you do welcoming new babies into the world. That canvas takes in sound, the mother's heartbeat, its first cry. It takes in sight, the vision of its parents looking at it. It takes in the world of movement and comforting. Each one of us is imprinted with wonderful sensory input in our earliest moments. Fast forward as we're a child and we may be growing up in a military family. The imprints may be a uniform. The imprints may be a father having difficulty with nightmares at night, or casting you off if you go in to see what's wrong because they're waking up and thinking they're somewhere else. The imprints may be sound, reveille in the morning, or it may be the sound of bells. The imprints, they are there coming in through our senses. And it is for that reason that I have moved from being a cognitive behavioral neuropsychologist, which I did for many years, ironically working with traumatic brain injured and traumatized young adults and adults, to now working in integrating the creative arts into the experience of healing, because it's through these five senses that we take in what we know that is best in this world, and it's through the five senses that we take in trauma. When you take in trauma, you're taking in the sounds of gunfire, of people yelling as they're dying. You're taking in the smells of gunpowder and blood. You're taking in the sights of dismemberment. And in war trauma, those are things that are embedded deep in our brains, that stay there, and that don't know geography when our combat veterans come back to a place that is theoretically safe. And since the brainstem works a little bit faster than the cortex, when somebody hears a pop, they may hit the ground, and as they're going down in the ground, realize, oh, I'm not where I was, I'm where I am. I feel foolish. The ArtReach Foundation gives you a blank slate again in the here and now, an opportunity to integrate through art and music and drama and movement and dance and meditation and visualization, that which will heal, that which will layer over the trauma and help to reintegrate you into yourself, which has been fragmented by trauma, and into your community and into your family system. We haven't talked much about family systems today, but one of the things that, now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the ArtReach Foundation. It was started 11 years ago by the Susan Anderson, who is a child of two parents who were in the military, and she took the mission of healing traumatized adults and children from war, trauma, and natural disaster, first to Bosnia, where she was for 5 years, initially with just art therapy, and then recognizing drama therapy would be another piece in the healing work. After that, we were asked to work with Katrina refugees at Camp Chaffee and in Georgia, and we worked with teachers who were working with those children. After that, we were over in the Middle East. Last summer I was in Jordan working with 80 teachers and World Health Organization professionals who are working with 1 million Iraqi refugees that are in Jordan. So the organization is about healing. It's about healing adults and children. It's about intergenerational healing. And every one of us has some layers of motivation for why we're here that we need to own. So part of the work has been to develop a train-the-trainer program with modules for self-awareness, for understanding of the various creative arts, for understanding of group process, and we have to look at the idea of standing up to a public health epidemic. The public health epidemic speaks to not just tertiary or after-the-fact wounding, it has to go to the primary prevention. And the primary prevention, we do that through workshops. It has to be adaptive, it has to be portable, it has to be fluid, and our programs offer that. I encourage all of you to continue working together in partnerships, and we have information about ArtReach over there. Thank you very much.